Hi, this is Patty and welcome back to our training videos. Today I would like to go over our list app, and it is in our editor. It has some great features for you. A couple of the capabilities it has is creating menu boards, office hours, directory boards, and so much more. And it makes your maintenance on those list apps so easy. So where I am right now is in a Google spreadsheet, and I created a couple of those items. I created a menu board here and office hours here. And the reason why I did that is because you can create your list app items in a Google spreadsheet or in an Excel spreadsheet, and then you can copy and paste that information and put it right into your list app. So what I did was, I'll start out with the menu board first. I want to show the items that you're going to order, the description of those items, and the prices. Now I already know how I want this to lay out, so I'm just going to take a copy of all those items, and we are going to go into our editor right here. So on the left-hand side, I'm going to click into the list app. And I will explain on the left-hand side, we're going to go and show you, I've got title highlighted. And you'll notice that it says the font of cell A1. And it'll tell you the font, it'll tell you the size of A1, it'll tell you the color and style. So this is an entire field right here. We have our title, we'll have our description, and we'll have our price. And I'm just going to copy and paste that information in here. And you'll see my menu board comes up very nicely. So anything that I'm going to edit on an A1, this is one field. Up on top, I go to the 3-piece. That's another A1 field, 2-piece A1. Anything that I'm going to stylize in an A1 field is going to get stylized right away. So I'm going to change the color of that A1, and notice that everything in the A1 field changed to the color that I wanted, and I'm going to give it a little bold. I'll navigate down to my A2 cell. So anything in a column, this is our A column, this is our B column. So now we're in the second row, so it's A2. Anything in the A2 cell, we are going to stylize. I'm going to keep it that color, but I'm going to give it an italics. So notice everything has now changed to italics. Now I'm going to go over to our price. And now if you'll notice on the left-hand side, B1, B1, and B1, it is now in the column B. And I'm just going to change that color. I'll make it a darker gray. And we're going to give it a bold. So what's really nice about this is that you can go ahead and lay this out, stylize it super fast, and my menu board is completely done. I would like to draw your attention to the layout that I have here. So you're always going to start with your columns first, and your rows are going to be second. So I wanted 2 columns, and I wanted 2 rows. The next item we're going to choose is going to be a little bit of a different layout. Okay, so I am back in my spreadsheet, and now I want to show you something a little different. It's our office hours. I'm going to do the same thing, highlight what I want, copy it, and then we are going to navigate over to our editor again. And we are going to put in another item list. This is just so I can show you the difference between the two. Okay, notice by default, you're always going to come up with that 2x2 layout. But I want this to be hours. So I want the day, the morning hours, and I want the afternoon hours. So we want 3 columns. I'm going to change that to 3. And I only want 1 row of each. So now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to paste my information in there. And then you'll notice now I've got all the days in one row, the morning hours, and then the afternoon hours. I'm going to stretch this out, use your line spacing here. And then you can also do an item distance here and stretch that out just a little bit. I'm in the first column. Of course, I can change my font to whatever I want. I'm just going to leave it that kind. And we're going to change the color to blue and give it a bold. And then I think what I'm going to do is change that size of A1 to a 45 points. Next, we're going to go into our second column, and we can change that color to green and go into the next column and change that color to an orange. Okay, so you notice you've got A1 column, B1 column, and C1 column. Every one of these is an A1, B1, C1. There's not a second row underneath it. So from here, I'd like to show you can add or delete rows here. So you can add a row, you can insert a row, and you can delete a row wherever you would like. I'll go through the organization in my next example. If I would like to color my menu, I can go ahead and I can give it a color. I'm going to go back and clear that out. Or we can go to the next one here, and we could do every other line. So you can see your office hours a little better. You can also do our separator line here. And I'm going to click OK. So when I click off of that office hours, now you can see how that lays out very nicely. So your list app works very well, very seamlessly. I'm going to show you how we can make a directory board. Okay, I already had this directory board already created, and it has all of my clients and their suite numbers already set and ready to go. I'm just going to click on that app. And what I'd like to show you is on the left-hand side below your add and delete a row, you can organize this A through Z, Z through A, or change items in a row up and down. So right now, I can go ahead and I can click A through Z, and now all of my clients start with the letter A and go all the way down to my lowest letter, which is a T. If I want to go back and change it back, I can go Z through A, which will change it again. And here's the other thing. If you wanted to change it according to suite number, it will do it numerically and alphabetically. So I'm going to click on A through Z. So we're back to the beginning where we started. Everybody here is on floor 5 and has a suite number of 500. So the company ended up putting in the letters here to designate which suite they are in. But you may find somebody in a 501, 505. If you are creating a directory board, it will also handle the numbers just like it handles the alphabet. So that works really well. You'll also notice that there are some spaces in here when I click on the app itself, and I don't want those spaces to show up. So if you go over to right below the organizational section here and just hit hide empty rows, it will take those empty rows out of there when you click off of it. And now everything lays out very nicely and evenly. The other thing I would like to show you is that we have a maximum length. I have it set for 12 right now on each side. Let's say you want to put yours maybe up to 16. Now if I click off of this, you'll notice my left side here runs off actually the screen here, and the right side is too short. So I don't want that to happen. So that's why I set it all to 12. And you notice that all of my fields have now changed and have come back to the way it's supposed to be. So this app is really helpful. And if you have any questions, we are available to help you go through this. You might want to look through this tutorial a couple of times to use it, but it is very helpful. So thank you for coming to my training video today. Have a great day, and we'll see you at the next video.